basically, my main idea is that China's accession to the WTO in 2001 has been a story for all wins. I said this because, for one thing, it means China's accession has removed many barriers, the barriers to trade from other countries. Also, for Chinese products to enter other countries' market as well. So it's a very good result if you refer to statistics. So China's membership has been a great contribution both to Chinese domestic economy and also to world economy, particularly if we look at the situation, the sluggish world economy after 2008 financial crisis. You will understand what I mean with regard to China's WTO membership. But in recent years, as we can see, while China's WTO membership has been a boon to China's economy, but the multilateral trading system has been in a deadlock. So China has been shifting its strategy from multilateral scenario to regional and bilateral FTA as well. But don't get me wrong. I said this does not mean China is not a supporter for multilateral trading system anymore. Quite contrast, China has been very supportive to world trading system. Even nowadays, the situation has not been changing. But on another front, China has been attaching much more importance to negotiation for regional and bilateral free trade agreements as well. But we also can say, despite the efforts, by that I mean China has already concluded 14 FTAs, and there are 5 other FTAs under negotiation and construction. Despite these efforts, China's trade strategy is still in the process of developing. Nowadays, many people have been talking about the so-called decline of hegemon, which basically means the U.S. has been not resuming its role as a world leader in trading system. So the question naturally rises as to whether there should be new power to take this role, particularly given China's economic stance in world economy. So the question is that whether China is ready to fill that gap or to take this role. I have been observing this question for quite a long time, but my answer to this is still kind of conservative. Let me put it in a simple way. So many people have been asking whether China has been shifting its role as a rules taker from the past role as a rule taker to a potential role as a rule maker. I should say China has been in the process of changing its trade strategy. but it's not quite ready to be a rule maker yet. I said this partly because, our Oriental culture, even China has been an economic power, which cannot be neglected at all. But China, in terms of its role in international rulemaking, for a long time, China has been kept relatively low profile. So you can observe this both from its strategy in FTA's negotiation, also in multilateral, in WTO scenario. But I also would like to emphasize that particularly in recent years, along with the Belt and Road Initiative, China has been trying to impose more and more active influence on international economic rulemaking. So Belt and Road Initiative, on its face, it's an open initiative. It's more about trade and investment, and as well as infrastructure in developing countries, including Latin America and Africa. But also, we cannot ignore one fact that China has been trying to exert its influence on international economic rulemaking. So, like in my case, I undertake a key national research project, which mainly is about, the interaction between Belt and Road Initiative and the international economic rulemaking. So basically, I have been looking at the current regime with regard to international investment, international trade, and international finance, as well as dispute settlement. And I'm trying to find out whether China, through the implementation of Belt and Road Initiative, will be a game changer to current international economic rules.